I'm trying to platinum every game I own. I asked what platinums you wanted to see, and it's finally time to continue on another series with... Released in 2010, developed by 2K Czech, Mafia 2 is most gamers' favorite Mafia game, and in 2020 the game got a remaster. But I already have the game on PS3, and all 48 trophies for the platinum are still achievable. Plus, I love playing video games with low FPS and constant screen tearing, who doesn't? So jumping straight into our first trophy, Viva la Resistenza, which you get for completing the first chapter in the game, The Old Country. Oh, it's the game. Where we play as Vito Scaletta, who doesn't start in the Mafia family, but instead in the Freedom family, fighting the good fight. Whoa, this, why is my crosshair so high up? But after shooting a few bad guys and getting blown up, and just as we're about to die, Stan Lee pulls up in a tank and calls cut and ends the war. Viva la Resistenza, first trophy. Let's go! I'm excited. Heading into Chapter 2, Home Sweet Home, which is also the trophy name for completing the chapter. We arrive home from the war and visit our buddy Joe and our family, where it turns out a loan shark was giving our sister a hard time, where we get the trophy Big Brother for stepping in and giving him the hands. Look left. Just, ow. Okay, ow. He's just idiot a lesson. Okay, fucking damn. Ooh.
Be sorry.
Big Brother. We also then find out that our family is in $2 grand of debt, so we need to get a job. But first we meet up with Joe, and on our way to his, we did miss our first missable trophy. Shocker. We'll of course come back to that one later. But we get to Joe's, who helps us get some totally legal discharge papers and a totally legal way of getting our first car. Okay, hold on. I need to stop spamming. Lock in. What? That was green. Nice. First try. We then go to change the plates, but it turns out Joe is paying for us, so we completely pimp out our ride and get the trophy Tuned Ride for upgrading a car's tuning for the first time. Tuned Ride. Pimp my ride trophy, let's go. And with our new ride being fully pimped out, we get straight to work, working for Joe and his friend Mike Brewski, where we need to steal a car and deliver it back to Mike, and for completing our first job, we get the trophy Back in Business. Back in business. Our first job. Earning some cheddar, we're earning some money. And with a hard day's work completed, we drive home safely.
Spend some time inside
and finish the second chapter. Home sweet home. Another trophy. Heading into Chapter 3, Enemy of the State, we get the trophy The Price of Oil, where our mother calls us and wants us to get a real job. So we head down to the docks to work where Vito's dad worked before he died, and after carrying a couple of boxes, we insta-quit.
Well, this one don't like manual labor. What the fuck? Said he works with Joe Barbaro.
But after we drop Joe's name, we get a new job, where we have to go around and shake down some employees for their barber money. And doing so gets us the trophy, He Who Pays the Barber. But before we started to shake down some employees, we stumble across maybe the craziest collectible in any video game ever made. So crazy, in fact, that if I showed you, my channel would just get deleted, as the collectible is a in-game screenshots of Mafia 2 and nothing else. Collector's item. I don't think I can show that. And speaking about this game's collectibles, there is a lot. As not only do we need to collect 50 different magazines that are spread throughout different chapters in the game for the trophy Ladies Man, but there's also another collectible trophy, Card Sharp, which you get for collecting all 159 wanted posters scattered around the map. So all up, 209, now 208 collectibles we have to get. But for now, we should focus on doing our new job of stealing money from the dock workers for the barber, but after roughing up a few of them, we collect our money and our trophy. He Who Pays the Barber. Everyone in there because I forced them to. But as for Mafia work, we are only just getting started, as our next job is to steal gas stamps from a government building, where we come across our second missable trophy, The Professional, which you get for stealing the gas stamps without setting off an alarm. Now obviously I insta-missed it, as I didn't even know it was alarmed, didn't even know you could turn it off. Yoink. Wait, what do you mean? Is there something I could have pressed? But we do get to redeem ourselves as we come across another missable trophy right away, Mailman, where we need to sell off all of the gas stamps before the time runs out. So I hauled ass all over Empire Bay like my family was in debt to a loan shark. Oh my god, I might be the greatest of all time. And even completed it with some time still left on the clock. Mailman! I do be delivering. I did become the mailman for a second, selling them stamps. And with that job completed, we headed home to finish off Chapter 3. The Price of Oil. Chapter 3
completed. On to chapter 4.
We get our next chapter trophy, Night Shift, for completing chapter 4, Murphy's Law, which is anything that can go wrong will go wrong. And that was especially true for the job that Joe and our buddy Henry had for us, where we cosplay as maintenance workers and break in and rob a jewelry store. But on the same night, the O'Neill gang decided to hit the same store, which then causes the police to show up. Now, I don't know who this Murphy guy is, but his law is kind of annoying, as while we're trying to escape through the buildings, I get my first experience with this game's hard mode. As to get the trophy Tough Nut, we need to play on the hardest difficulty. And it isn't that I died to the difficulty, it was more that for some reason I only had one bullet loaded in my gun.
I had to reload. Why did I have one bullet? Ah, it's the first death.
But after adding some more years to our life sentence by snapping to some cops' heads, cheating, we managed to escape. But the chapter isn't over yet, as we're still wanted. And to get rid of that, we need to change our clothes. And with our newly acquired heist money, I wanted to treat myself to a fresh suit. And for buying our first suit, we get the trophy Sharp Suitor.
Damn. Now we're in the Mafia. Sharp Suitor. We look clean.
And with our new suit, we headed back to Joe's to finish off chapter 4.
The Night Shift. Ding, that's a trophy. Chapter 4 complete. Then we're flying through this.
And we get our next trophy, Good Spirits, for completing chapter 5, The Buzzsaw, where we go to meet up with Joe for our next job. But while leaving his place, one of his girls got into an accident. So we headed over to teach this guy a lesson in manners. And we taught him good. If that lesson was to get beat within an inch of our life, oh, I'm one tap, then yeah, taught him real good. Not in front of the lady, not in front of the lady. Come on now. Yes, thank God. Okay. A lesson in manners. Yeah, I really showed him. But after that, we meet up with Joe and Henry, where we get introduced to Luca Garina, who wants us to make the next step and do our first hit. And excited to prove myself to the family, I was driving a little fast and managed to get the trophy Get Rich or Die Flying for getting some sweet airtime for at least 20 meters. A little bit of height on it. Get Rich or Die Flying? That's a trophy? But after picking up the guns for the hit, we try to ambush our target, where I managed to get a trophy for getting our 50th kill in the game. The Enforcer. What was that? Kill 50 enemies. That was our 50th enemy. Huge. But after getting bodied, we push through the building and find our target and take him out. And after dropping Henry off to a doctor, we got our paycheck for our first hit. Ooh, I mean, it was a hit job, but 2K. But as soon as we get the money, we lose it, as we head over to Vito's mother's house to pay off our father's debt. Time well spent. Good spirits. Everything's looking up. Debt paid. Suit clean. What can go wrong? Well, it turns out, a lot. As we get spawn camped and taken to jail for stealing the gas stamps back in chapter 3. Yeah, we got 10 years for basically $400. That's crazy. 10 years! 35 times 6. It was like $400. But on the inside, we make friends with a Mafia contact, Leo Galante, after the guy from the jewelry store beat our ass. Holy Okay, I'm stun locked. Then join a prison fight club. We also find out Vito's sister is getting married.
Oh, Maron, that's great.
And Vito's mum died. 2 weeks in prison, by the way. This is gonna be a long 10 years. We then get told to take out O'Neill when he's in the gym alone, who ends up taking us out. Oh, I don't know whatever the fuck he just hit me with. Dead. God. Bro, what are those hands made out of? But after dialing in, O'Neill ends up pulling out a knife. That ends up not working too well for him.
Just fine.
Time well spent. Damn. Oh my God. And after some good behavior and with the help of Leo Galante, we managed to get out after 6 years. And you'd think we'd be a changed man, but almost instantly we're back trying to become a made man. And for completing chapter 7, we get the trophy Last Respects. As within our first 24 hours back, we get our own apartment, head to a club, bury a dead guy. It was a short chapter, but a good one.
Last Respects? Wait, that was a whole chapter? Damn.
Heading into chapter 8, for completing it, we get the trophy The Wild One, where we get straight back to work selling smokes with Joe, and honestly, we were kinda raking it in. We made $2. And that was until we got pressed by some greasers who firebomb our product. So we blow up one of their diners, storm their hideout and take out every single one of them, and steal their cars. Which might be an overreaction, but needed. Needed. The Wild Ones, selling them hot rods. We get our next trophy, Man of Honor, for completing chapter 9, where we get introduced to the Don Carlo Falcone, which after doing a job for Falcone where we need to sneak into a meat factory and save 2 of Falcone's guys, that I did completely flawlessly without dying, of course, because this game's hard mode is easy. Whoa, I just got one pumped. Whoa. But after we save Falcone's guys and take out Luca Guarino, we then go and get a fancier suit as it's finally time to become a made man and join the family. We're getting smooches. Man of honor. We are made men. Part of the family. And becoming a part of the family has its perks. And those are a sweet new house on the waterfront and a sweet new ride, which I instantly took to the shop to get upgraded. And for fully upgrading a car's tuning, we get the trophy Dream Handling.
Thanks, Vito.
Dream Handling. I hope it's gonna be. Oh yeah, that is actually a lot nicer. Bang! And we're off! Handling like a dream. But getting back to the story, with Luca now gone, Falcone wants us to now take out Clemente. And for doing so and completing the chapter, we get the trophy checking out. So Vito, Joe, and Joe's prodigy, Marty, all make our way to Clemente's hotel, where we sneak in as window cleaners and plant explosives in the meeting room. That then blows up and doesn't take out Clemente. And as we're making our way out of the hotel trying to chase down Clemente, we get to the car where we find out they capped Marty.
They shot him! He's dead, Vito!
Joe, come on. We gotta get out of here.
So we hunt down Clemente and take him down for Marty, which is sweet and all, but Joe isn't doing so good after losing Marty. And we get the trophy Hey Joe for cleaning up after Joe, as he gets really drunk and kills a bartender. And to clean up after him, we take the bartender with his car and crush the evidence. Hey Joe. Hey Joe, stop being a dumbass is what that trophy should have been called. God damn it. And after that whole ordeal, we finally head home to complete the chapter. Checking out. The hotel checked out is when boom. And so Marty checked out. Oh, too soon? I don't know. But starting chapter 11, we get the trophy Our Good Friend for completing it, where our good friend Henry shows up and wants in on the family. So we recommend him, and his first test is to take out our good friend Leo Galante. So we have to race against the clock to warn Leo before Henry gets to him. And I did fail the first time because of some annoying cops, but we get there with plenty of time to spare the second time, and we just get there before Henry does. And if we can sneak out the house without getting caught, we get the missable trophy Wake Up Call. And I'll let you guess how a missable trophy went.
Vito, what the hell are you doing here?
And we try to plead with Henry, but he tells us he has to do what he's told to do. Hit the dogger mode. Which was apparently strike a deal and let him leave town. So we drop Leo off at the train station and head home to complete our chapter, where we get woken up by the Irish, who molly our house. And after only just escaping alive, we did lose our house and all of our money, but on the bright side, there was a banger playing on the radio. Tequila. But we head over to Joe's, load up, and head out to get our get back. And for getting our revenge, we also get the trophy End of the Rainbow, where we make quick work of their bar and even quicker work on the leader trying to escape. Oh, peace. Joe, help. End of the Rainbow. Oh, because he... Irish. And to finish off the chapter, Joe lets us crash at Marty's old place.
Trouble with the cops.
Our good friend. We saved our good friend Leo. And for completing the next chapter, we get the trophy Chasing the Dragon, where we go against the family rules by getting into the illegal substance game, by getting a loan from a loan shark to front the cash. And with a plan as solid as this one, this can only go right.
Kill the bastard! Shoot Vito!
Which was fine, but as we were driving out, the game decided to remember it was on the hardest difficulty. I just died. How? I need you guys to do something. Any shooters? Okay, I can't go straight, I guess. But thankfully, on the third attempt, we got away pretty much instantly. And not only did we get our trophy for finishing the chapter, Chasing the Dragon, but we also sold all of the product for a massive $500 is all we've made. Hardly seems worth it. We get our next trophy Chop Chop for completing chapter 13, Exit the Dragon. I don't like the sound of that compared to the trophy we just got. Well, on top of already not making enough on the deal, we get told Falcone wants a cut of the profits. So to come up with a plan, we decide to meet Henry in the park, who gets, chopped. Oh my! So Joe wants to go and talk to the leader of the Triads, who killed Henry, and by talking, I mean start blasting. Whoa, kinda cold, kinda clean. And Mafia 2 on the hardest difficulty isn't too hard, except for when it decides to be, as sometimes checkpoints can be very far away from each other. Oh my god, I got bitched. Tell me I don't have to go to the start. Whoa, okay, very far back. And it can be especially annoying when you're very close to a checkpoint and get two-tapped right as you're about to finish a section. Hello. Oh, no way! He just pops up and fucks me. And I'm back at the start. Bro, damn! But I finally got to the next checkpoint, which I'm very grateful for, as I actually did get one tapped in this next section. Oh, I got one tapped. I wasn't even low. But if it's not the game trying to stop me from completing the level, it's my console. Oh, whoa. Game crash. No! Thankfully, it put me at the checkpoint where I got through the mission first try back. But we find the leader who tells us Henry got sliced up because it turns out
Your friend was a government informer.
I knew something was wrong with Henry. And just to recap, after we smoothly escape, Henry was a rat and lost all our money. Eddie wants a cut of profits that we no longer have, and we are in debt to a loan shark. And we also just started a war with the Triads. Huge business. Business is booming.
Chop, chop. Henry got chopped. Damn, that was a sweet chapter. On to the next. Stairway to Heaven. Kinda don't like that chapter name.
And not liking it is right, as we need to get money to pay the loan shark back for the loan. And for completing our first job of trying to get all this money back, we get the trophy the Mafia never forgets, where Eddie has a job for us and gives us this fancy car. And after Joe says this,
Just gonna drive there, pop some guy, and drive away. Should be a piece of cake.
Oh my god, I just got goosebumps.
He said it's a favor for some family from another city.
Wait.
I slowly realize what we're about to do.
No! Tommy, get inside! Run away!
Mr. Angelo.
Tommy, no!
Yes? Mr. Salieri sends his regards.
Tommy, no, man! Vito! Joe, why did you have to do it, man? For a couple grand? You're paid in advance. 3 grand, kinda sweet. Unlucky, Tommy. The Mafia never forgets. I didn't forget. Don Salieri always wins. Very sweet mission.
3 grand is a small dent in what we owe the loan shark. So we go and check if Derek has any work for us, where he recruits us to intimidate his workers once again, where they tell us,
That bastard killed your father, Vito.
whoa. So naturally, we want Derek dead, and doing so gets us the trophy Out for Justice, where we come across maybe the hardest section in the entire game. We have to clear out the dock of Steve and his goons, and then when you finally head inside to the warehouse, we need to somehow take out Derek, who's lobbing mollies down at us that hit us even if they aren't close to us. Now this would be fine if the rest of the game was like this, but they must have juiced the enemies for this level, because I was getting beat.
Feed you to the rats.
Whoa! Oh, and the checkpoint's all the way back here.
Just got one tapped.
Holy shit.
You're gonna see him soon.
Ow, you
What am I supposed to do?
I didn't even get a he's just running at me and 2 taps me. That's not anywhere near me.
You're making the biggest mistake of your life.
The biggest mistake of my life is fucking loading this shit. Oh, I'm getting tilted.
Now thankfully no one is counting, but after 12 attempts I finally made my way through and capped Derek.
Peace!
Got him, finally.
Oh, you
Camping bitch. Out for Justice. Oh! I don't know if you can tell I'm a little mad with that mission. The game's easy. We also stole his cash, and while it's not the full 55 grand that we owe the loan shark, it for sure helps. But to make up the rest of the cash, we can sell some cars to Brewski. And for selling 5 cars to him, we get the trophy Proper Scrapper.
collected enough money, go see Joe. Proper scrapper. Sell 5 vehicles to Mike Brewski. There you go. There you go, Mike.
Which finally makes up our half of the money, so we go and meet Joe, but it turns out we're still a little short of the full 55 grand we owe.
Okay, well, I'm not there yet. Damn it.
So instead of stealing cars to make up the rest, it was time to get to robbing some stalls, which was somehow more dangerous than stealing cars. Give me the money!
No, please. Stay away.
Okay, I didn't know it was just an open carry in fucking Empire Bay. Didn't know it.
And to be honest, you don't earn a lot at all from robbing stores.
Bang, $100. Damn it, that is not a lot.
But for robbing 5 stores in under 5 minutes, we get the trophy Stuck Up.
Stuck up? And they didn't even know it's me. That's how nice I am.
And with still a decent chunk needed for the loan, we went back to scrapping cars, which got us the full amount to pay off the loan.
Men at work. He do be working. I had to work my ass off for that 55k.
And with that chapter completed, we head into the game's final chapter, where for completing this chapter, we get 3 trophies. Finish Him for completing the game, Made Man for completing it on medium or higher difficulty, and Tough Nut for completing it on hard. Well, we get asked to meet Falcone at the planetarium, and just as we're about to leave, we get intercepted by our good friend Leo.
Fucked up good, didn't you? Started a fucking war. You're gonna get rid of Carlo.
It was all a fable.
So we head up to the planetarium where we kick off. And we absolutely fly through this level without any trouble at all.
Oh my god, don't do that to me. Is that a nade? What the What is that?
But after a couple more deaths, we finally get to Falcone, who's told Joe to cap us. But the power of friendship is way stronger than the family, where Joe and Vito team up and die in the final mission, of course, not only once, but twice.
God fucking damn it.
The game's on hard, give me a break. But after some smarter gameplay and an aid, we finally get rid of Falcone. And Joe and Vito live happily ever after.
Hey, what the hell's going on? Where they taking Joe?
Sorry, kid. Joe wasn't part of our deal.
What? Tough nut. No, man. Made man. Finish him. I'm assuming those are the difficulty trophies. God damn it, Joe. Kick in the head is crazy to play after what just happened as well. Damn. Good story. Very nice. God fucking damn it, man.
With the amazing story completed, we're still missing 14 trophies for this platinum, which includes 2 collectible trophies totaling a nice small amount of 208 collectibles we still need to get. Damn. And you also wouldn't believe, but 3 of the 14 trophies that we still need are missable story trophies. So getting those out of the way first, we focus on the first one, a real gentleman. We need to help this woman here fix her car in the mission Home Sweet Home.
Sit yourself down, you lousy bitch!
Oh! Talk to a lady like that? Fuck you. Oh, shit. Okay, I didn't mean to do this.
Yeah, so I scared her off. But we reset, and this time I actually helped fix the car.
How did I miss this trophy? A real gentleman. I definitely was a real gentleman the first time and didn't beat the shit out of her husband.
And for the next missable trophy, we head over to the mission Enemy of the State, where to get the trophy The Professional, we need to steal the fuel stamps without raising the alarm. And after going down to the basement and disabling the alarm, and also stealthily taking out some guards in our way...
Oh my god. There we go. Holy shit.
We stole the fuel stamps without anyone even knowing.
No alarms raised. God, that would have been nice to do the first time. The Professional. That was professionally done. Didn't almost get caught trying to swing on that guard.
And our last missable trophy, Wake Up Call, is in the mission Our Good Friend, where to get the trophy, we need to sneak Leo out of his house without getting caught. So we both jump in the shower to hide and...
Oh.
Okay, so what you actually have to do is get the bed sheets from the laundry so you can scale down the balcony and escape.
Wake up call. That's all missables done now, I believe.
But heading into the rest of the trophies, we get our next trophy pedal to the metal for reaching 125 miles per hour in any car. And I'd be lying if I said that I didn't struggle with this trophy. I tried the car that they give us for the Tommy hit, and that didn't even get close.
Yeah, that's as fast as I can go. Damn, that was nice driving. Oh!
I tried Vito's sweet car after becoming a made man, and that was even slower. So I then replayed the whole of Chapter 8 to get to the end of the chapter where you steal a hot rod, which didn't even get over 120, by the way.
Why is it stuck at 120? It's the same speed, man. It's stuck. It doesn't want to go any further.
But it wasn't until I replayed Chapter 11 to get to Leo's car, as apparently it is the fastest car in the game, and with a little bit of tuning, we crashed. Had to replay the checkpoint. But after 2 hours and a new coat of paint and a better spot, we finally went over 125 miles.
Oh, smooth. Easy. Easy first try. Oh my god. Ooh. Pedal to the metal. Oh my god. My man was slumped. Holy.
After smashing my car up trying to break the sound barrier, I decided let's try go for the trophy One Careful Owner, where you need to drive a total of 50 miles in one vehicle. And because I drove the first car that you get a lot, I decided to do the trophy in that car. And while driving the 50 miles, I might as well try and go for another car-related trophy, Cruise Control, where to get it we need to drive over 30 miles per hour for more than 5 minutes. Didn't crash, didn't even get close to crashing, and got this trophy on my first attempt.
Oh, there we go. Cruise control. Nice. And we just need to keep driving for the other trophy.
And thankfully that did make some progress on the 50-mile trophy, but after driving around in a circle for basically 20 minutes...
I forgot he was in the car the whole time.
We finally got the One Careful Owner trophy.
One Careful Owner. There you go. Finally.
Now for this next trophy, Exporter, you need to sell 5 cars to Derek, which is something that I didn't even know you could do.
Surely. Oh, yeah. Bang. Oh, that's a lot of money. I wish I knew about this. What the f***? 1600?
But it's pretty much the same as Brewski's car yard, except he only takes high-end cars. But after delivering him a car, I just drove out into the city until I found a rare one, and just repeated the process until I delivered him 5 cars.
I think we need one more. No, that's it. Exporter. Nice. We're done with selling cars. On to the next trophy.
Now that last trophy definitely helped us to get this next trophy, Petrol Head, as to get it we need to drive at least 30 different vehicles in the game. Which for games like this one, I do not like this type of trophy, as there's only 36 different cars in the game, where most of them to me look the exact same, meaning this trophy could take me forever. So I was very happy that this trophy popped after getting into a total of 2 different cars.
Oh no, there you go. I haven't. Petrol Head. There you go. That popped a lot quicker than I thought it was going to. I was expecting to hunt down like 20 other different vehicles. We take those. We definitely take those.
And one of the 2 cars that I got in for that trophy was an armored van, which was going to be perfect for this next trophy, hard to kill. But we need to survive 10 minutes of being wanted with 4 stars. And even with having an armored vehicle, I was expecting this trophy to be tough.
Get back in the car. Get back in the car. Imagine I just sit here for 10 minutes.
Well, that's exactly what I did. I don't know really what happened here. I'm assuming the cops up here got stuck and it's stopping other cops from spawning, but hey, I'm not complaining. I will absolutely take it. We take those.
Should be right now. 10, 9, damn it. Hard to kill. That was a rough trophy to get. I really struggled to get that one.
And for our last trophy before the 200 plus collectibles grind, we need to beat up a total of 30 people in fistfights, which I'm surprised didn't pop during the story, as almost every chapter had me fighting someone. But it did turn out we were only 2 away, so finally beating off our 30th enemy, we got the trophy Knucklehead.
Knucklehead. There we go. And here's one more. Here's one more. Take it. Okay, ow. There is 31. Let's go.
With 3 trophies left for the platinum, 2 of them being collectibles trophies, and with the last one actually being a glitched trophy. Hairdresser. Which isn't glitched at all. I'm just kind of embarrassed I didn't get this trophy until now. As to get the trophy, you need to kill 5 people in a row in rapid succession, with all of them being headshots, so yeah, it must have been glitched.
Hairdresser. What was that for? Kill 5 enemies in rapid succession with a headshot. Bang! We're giving out free haircuts. Here's another one. Here's another one. Here's another one. There you go.
And I did get that trophy while hunting down our first collectible trophy, Ladies Man, which is again the craziest collectible in any video game. I can't think of any other game that has a collectible like this. And while there's only 50 of them spread through different chapters in the game, with only 1 to 3 in each chapter, almost identical to the COD Intel collectibles, some of them are loaded in the front of the chapter, or they can be at the very end, which is exactly where the last magazine was, at the very last boss fight right in the middle of the planetarium.
This is the last in-game screenshot of Mafia 2. Nothing else. Ladies Man. Weird trophy name for in-game screenshots of the game, but, you know, we'll take it. Now we just have the open world ones to do. Yippee!
And those are the 159 wanted posters that we need to collect for the trophy Card Sharp. And these posters are scattered around the map, with most of them being in obvious spots, with others being in pretty hidden ones, like wanted poster number 63. That is on top of this building, and the only way you can get to it is by ramping off the highway at a high speed to get up to it.
No! No! How the Bro! Let's go! Smooth. Very smooth. Done. 63.
But these wanted posters took me a crisp 5 hours to get, but thankfully they were a fun 5 hours, as shout out to my Twitch chat for hanging out with me while listening to different radio stations from different video games. Collectible streams are some of the funnest streams to do, so go follow and be a part of them over there, and thank you to anyone who was a part of it. But finally collecting all of the wanted posters, we got to our final poster, and I wanted to share this platinum experience with someone very special.
I got something to show you, Joe. You're gonna like it. Here we go. That is it. Card Sharp. The Platinum. Mafia 2 has been platinum. What do you think of that, Joe? Where is he? Where'd he go? Oh, he's stuck. Oh, no. Mafia 2, 100% completed. Very nice. Great game. I needed something short after Red Dead 2, and this was perfect. What a game. What a game.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Let me know of any games you want to see me platinum next, and I'll see you in the next video where I promise I won't look at collectibles for too long.